Hey everybody, Yankee here. You know, I'm no stranger to having smack talked about me on the internet. I'm very much used to it, and it doesn't bother me. I can separate me, the person, from Yankee the Marshal, the character, and plus, I understand why some people don't like Yankee Marshal. Because he, or me, to not seem like I have an identity issue here, I'm intentionally challenging. I do that on purpose. I try to challenge people. I want to challenge your preconceived notions. I want you to think logically. I want you to be inclusive, not exclusive. I want you to be someone who brings people together and doesn't divide them. I want you to create a welcoming gun community. And most gun channels don't do that. They're exactly the opposite. They rely on fear and division, etc., to sell products, so they get kickbacks on their discount codes, to get you to join gun rights groups so they get kickbacks on the memberships. It's all about putting money in their pockets. We don't do that here. I don't justify your prejudices or your preconceived notions or anything like that. I make you think about them. I challenge you. And some people aren't up to the challenge, so they get upset. Also, a lot of people don't understand the way we run our channel. We run it kind of like a nonprofit. I raise money for charities. I raise money to help people who couldn't otherwise afford it have a firearm to defend their families and their homes. Mainly, we raise money for animals. That's the main thing we do. And that is my claim to happiness, my path to happiness there, because it makes me happy when this channel can say there are so many people that watch this channel who can say, my pet got the surgery it needed because of the Yankee Marshal posse and their generosity. My pet is still alive today because of that generosity of the Yankee Marshal posse. There are nonprofit animal rescues out there that can say that they are still in business because of the generosity of you guys, the Yankee Marshal posse. And that's great. Love that. A lot of people don't get that, though. They're used to discount codes and joining groups and doing whatever will put money in the pocket of the guy running the channel so he can pay his editor, so he can go out and do videos of loaned guns, and they can film and edit it to make it look like they know what they're doing at the range, like they're some sort of operator. I don't do that. I think those are boring. That's not my thing. I would rather make every video in some way about making people think. And like I said, that challenges a lot of people when you challenge their preconceived notions. And a lot of people, like I said, aren't up to the challenge. So people get mad at me. And they make nasty videos and they make nasty comments. And it happens. Well, last night someone sent me a link to one of these people. And I normally don't pay them any mind. I just be like, that's on them. They have their right to be upset. I don't hold any personal ill will towards them for disagreeing with things I say. Now, I do get upset a little bit when they start just telling lies that they have no knowledge of. And last night, like I said, I got sent a link to a video where it was about the P320 stuff, but it really turned into an attack that I don't shoot and you don't know anything about guns because you don't post shooting videos and all that stuff. Well, like I said, that's boring and I don't do it. I don't have an editor and a film cameraman so that I could go down and do it and still have fun at the range. If I try filming it, I don't have any fun at the range. So I'd rather have my fun instead of putting out boring, repetitive videos. So other than talking about things they know nothing about, seems like they were upset about my opinions on the P320, and that's probably because I'm not spouting the same garbage a lot of the big gun channels are. So they had a problem with me. Well, like I said, normally I don't care about this, but I wanted to ask you all a big favor. I'm going to post a link to this guy's video in the upper corner of my video and probably in the description of this video. And I want you all to go over there and give him the attention he wants. But don't get me wrong. This is not me sicking anybody on anybody. I don't want you to go over and be mean to him or disagree with him. I want you to just go give him some numbers, give him some views. And I want you to agree with him because I think this could be funny. What I want you to do is go over there and agree with him and say, yeah, that Yankee Marshal is the worst, and then add what you can add. Now, don't make it anything believable. Like I said, like he voted for Biden or blah, 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 anything like that. Nothing that could be believable could actually be character assassination. Just go over there and make up something that's just batshit crazy. that no one would possibly believe, and see how many people go along with it. Because that'll be really funny, is how many people comment under you and go, yeah, I always thought that. Like if you say, Yankee Marshall was the second shooter on the grassy knoll, I have it from good authority, my uncle's brother's cousin was in the CIA, stuff like that, where I wasn't even alive, but some people will believe it. Be like, he's the one that really was driving when Princess Diana died. He killed Princess Diana, that kind of thing. He got Mother Teresa hooked on heroin. Things like that are just crazy. But, you're jumping on the bandwagon. And like I said, all this will do is give him numbers and people agreeing with him, and they'll actually make him look sane. And I want to see how many people agree. It can be anything, like I said, as long as it's unbelievable and just horrible. Like Yankee Marshall every Wednesday under the full moon, he bathes in the blood of 3 Filipino virgins to stay young. Things like that. And let's just see how people react to it. And let's see what you guys can come up with. There's some creative people out there. Let's hear what you can come up with. Like I said, nothing that can be believable. It's got to be crazy. So go on over, like I said, link is in the upper corner of this video and probably in the description of this video. And let me know. Like I said, give him some numbers, agree with him. Because I bear him no ill will. Because, whatever, he's allowed to have his. So let's do him a favor. Let's give him those numbers, give him that attention, and create some entertainment by seeing what you all come up with. Like I said, go on over there, be polite, be supporting, and let me know just how disgusting of a human being I actually am.